everyone. Welcome to a live episode of Strong Style here on a lovely Saturday afternoon for me here in Los Angeles. It's a little bit later in the afternoon there for my man Aaron Turner down there in Orlando. How are you, brother?
Not doing too bad. Went to the movies last night. What's up? Back in the movie theaters. It's a first day back open, so
tell the fans what you went to go see, man.
Oh yeah, I risked it all, guys. Like I didn't go see New Mutants because the reviews were bad, and Tenet doesn't come out until Monday. I think is the first screening I can go to. So I was like, you know what? I'll just risk it all for The Dark Knight that I've seen 50 times. But it was good to see it in the theater again. It's the first time since, of course, 2008 since I've seen it in the theater. Right. And guess what? Still rules. Still rules.
Rules. Why
still
so
rules,
sick,
brother? Dude, my favorite scene. It's one of those movies where it's like, oh, this is my favorite scene. No, wait, this is my favorite scene. But the one that still sounds amazing in the movie theaters when he's chasing the tractor trailer and goes under it with the Bat motorcycle, and then like wraps up and flips the trailer. Oh my god, it sounds so good. I love it. You're
so right, man. I'll still always take the interrogation scene between him and Batman in there because he gets the best of Batman the whole time. There's nothing you have to use against me. It's so brilliant the way it's done. That's why it's the perfect Joker. It isn't because of the look necessarily. All that helps, but it's the way Ledger really brings forth the almost undefeatable madness of the Joker out of the comic books into screen. As much as cool as Nicholson is, some people still like that Jack Napier Joker, and I totally respect that. He just what Ledger did was evoke that Joker that we've known for many, many years in the comics and bring him out onto the screen, and it was incredible to watch because you feel that frustration. How can you possibly beat someone who enjoys doing nothing but always being 2 or 3 steps ahead of you and taking advantage of your humanity for his own benefit because he doesn't feel any connection to that. It's incredible.
And I found myself looking at plot holes as well. And I was like, damn it. Like,
don't do that.
Stop looking at plot. I know. Like at the very beginning when they're driving away and like he drives in that bus and just gets in the line of buses. Did no one think it was weird that there was a giant hole in the bank?
I know.
Like no one thought that was weird. And then there was one scene, the scene where he drops Eric Roberts from like the balcony and breaks his legs. Later on, like he's walking fine, and then when he tangles with Harvey Dent, he has a cane. And I was just like, wait a minute.
Well,
And how does Harvey Dent not recognize that it's the Joker dressed up as a nurse until he takes the mask off? Like, that's
to be fair, he's been through a traumatic experience.
For the love of God.
Someday when you get half your face blown off, let's see how you are at recognizing people. You're going crazy. I'm just
refusing skin grafts, you psycho. But it's still great. Still a great movie, and I loved watching it. It was like watching it for the first time all over again.
Well, shout out to all of you who braved going out there because it's kind of nutty out there, and I've we're having that Sturgis situation where 2,000 people now have contracted this thing. So
thanks a lot, Chris Jericho.
Hey, don't bash Chris Jericho, man. He was great last night in the Schmodown match. If you guys haven't watched that Schmodown match, it's on YouTube now for free for you all to watch. Kevin Smith versus Chris Jericho. That thing was a barn burner. And went back and forth all the way to the end. So it's a fantastic match. If you thought our tag teams match was great, if you thought some of the matches this year that have been so tight were great, this match is just as tight. It goes all the way down to the wire and then some. So if you haven't watched it, I can't encourage you enough to watch that movie for sure. But listen, we're not here to talk about the Dark Knight the Schmodown match. We're not here to talk about the Dark Knight. We're not here to talk about Schmodown matches. We're here to talk about this match from SummerSlam 2005. It is a watch along today. We're going to do a watch along. We've put the link on Twitter, and I should add it to the description if you want. But it's on Daily Motion. You can find this thing: Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan from 2005. This match has been a bone of contention between Aaron Turner and I since the first time we started talking about professional wrestling. And way back when we used to host a recap show on Collider, we would talk about, we'd every once in a while take shots about this match at each other. And so now, finally, it's come to fruition that we are going to do a live watch along of this match. Aaron, are you excited to do this? What do you expect for it to happen? What do you think is going to go down between us?
I don't know. There may not be no show next week, so I don't know how excited I am. Oh, by the way, real quick note here. Big news. big news for Strong Style. You guys wanted it for a long time, and now you got it. T-shirts available.
Yay!
Not only T-shirts, but coffee mugs, phone cases, a tote bag, a pillow, a mask if you want to get one. Yeah, you get one of those. tpublic.com. You can find the link on my Twitter. You can find it on there. And it's Strong Style Live if you want to search. Just you'll find it there. You can find it in multitude of colors. Blue, red, doesn't have to be black if it doesn't want to be. Multitude of sizes. I think it goes up to 5X. So We're all good there. And until I believe you got 12 more hours, you can get it for $13 a t-shirt instead of $20. So take advantage of that if you can. Why not? Get you a mask, get you some stickers if you want. But there you go.
Put the link in the chat.
They're available in
the chat. Put the link in the chat. So I'll put the link in the description.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I tried to put the video link in the chat and it kept kicking me out. So I don't know. It kept it kept deleting it. So we'll see what I can do here.
Okay, all right. I might be able to put the link in the chat. I mean, not the chat, but the Actually, that's not a bad idea. Here, link to the match, so you guys can watch along with us. We're going to use the Daily Motion link. Those of you who want to watch it on WWE Network, you can, I suppose, but we're going to do certain things with it.
You're going to be behind.
Yeah, there it is. There's the link to the match. So go to that. We're going to start it in a little bit, but we're going to do a little bit of like hype about the match and talk about what led up to the match, what was going on here, talk about some of the rumors that have come out in numerous conversations with both of these gentlemen about what was originally supposed to be the match, all of that. So maybe because you're not a moderator, Aaron. So if you want to text it to me, I can take that link and put it in the description of this and put it in the chat as well. So maybe that's why you're not able to do that, because you're not a mod here on the channle, but we can make it happen.
How dare you?
Send it to me in the private chat if you want. I'll take it from the private chat. So,
sure. Yeah, go ahead. I'll do that.
Let me see. Here, I'll put the link to the match for people who want to watch with it later, who can't watch live right now. We had a couple people reach out and say they couldn't watch live because they're working today. And shout out to you for working today. So much love.
Yeah, good Lord.
Link to our new merchandise store, and so when you send me that link, I will add it.
Yeah, 2 shirts available. You can get the Strong Style, the regular logo that John's wearing right now, or you can get the Aaron Turner's face with a mask on it that says "Wear a mask."
Wow.
John Rocha version coming soon.
Where's the John Rocha version? We got to figure that one out. The
Whenever
version. I got to talk to my agents. I got to talk to my agents to make sure.
Listen to this guy. I also should mention that in the movie theater that I went. Also, into the movie theater that I went to, there was me and 5 other people. So it's not like we were all fighting it out in there.
That's a good thing, though. That's good. If you're going to go to the movie theater that we're safe about it.
Totally distanced. I was about 4 or 5 chairs away from anybody else like all around me. So, and you had to wear a mask. If you weren't eating or drinking, you had to wear a mask. So I wore a mask through the majority of it. It wasn't. It was kind of weird, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay, good. So.
Good to wear a mask. Just clarifying. Just clarifying.
Did you send me the link? Here we go. Okay, so that's the link to the store. All right, cool. All right, I will add that to the description for people, and I will add that right now into the chat as well. So thank you all for being so patient and bearing with us as we do this. And
I don't know. Aaron, I don't know about international shipping either. So I don't know about that. That's TeePublic. I don't know if they do that or not. Yeah.
Reach out to them about that kind of stuff. All right, here's the link to the merchandise store. You guys can there you go. You guys can copy that link, paste it into a new window, and go and buy some shirts. And Aaron and I are figuring out who's going to get what off of that, and then we'll come up with new ideas for it as well. That'd be fun to have other things that we can put in there. So yes, it ships to the EU. I checked. All right, Gramash, thank you so much. Some people sending in their questions. Thanks to everybody who's sending in stuff. Remember, the super chats and the Streamlabs are open as we do this live watch along. So if you want to chime in with a comment to be read on here. Usually sending it through a super chat or Streamlabs helps us. And also, it's one of these shows that needs all the support it can get. We don't get the massive amount of views that we do on other stuff I do in the Outlaw Nation, but I love doing the show and it's a lot of fun. So any support you guys can give us is always much appreciated. So, all right, Aaron, what's the build up to this, man? Since 2005, Hogan has come back to the WWE after a successful run in WCW with what he did there, and the NWO. I think it already happened, right? So he was coming back as Hulk Hogan. He had become Hulk Hogan again at WCW, then taking a break, come back to the WWE, and he was just Hogan by this point, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, he's Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but he's a good guy. Let's put it that way. And he'd been gone for a little bit, and then Shawn Michaels, cuts a promo and says, "I need a tag team partner. I need somebody that I can trust," because they were in a feud with Kurt Angle. He was in a feud with Kurt Angle, Carlito, and I think Chris Masters at this time, to tell you where the WWE was at this time. Right. And yeah, so Shawn Michaels reaches out, says, "I want Hulk Hogan to be my partner." It's a huge deal because, of course, it's Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. Like, that's huge. So Hogan answers the call, says, "I'll be your partner, brother," or dude, whichever he says. And there goes the brightness on my computer. And they do this tag match. Hulk Hogan gets the victory, pins Carlito, and then they're celebrating. They're doing the pose down. They're doing the thing. They're, doing the whole thing. And then Hulk Hogan turns around and eats a super kick to the face.
Right, from Shawn Michaels.
Here we go. Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan. A match.
Nope. Are we losing you there, Aaron?
For Shawn Michaels right after the super kick. And the whole backstory is, there we go. Yep. The way they do it is he goes to Vince. Hulk goes to Vince, and they're trying to lay out this entire match. What are they going to do? How are they going to map this whole thing out? What originally was going to be 3 matches. 3 matches the way you do it here. So you got Shawn wins 1, Hulk wins 1, and then Hulk would win the rubber match, the big match, in a cage is the way they wanted to do it and end it.
In a cage!
In a steel cage, brother. And Hulk Hogan, allegedly, I don't know how true this is, nixes that idea and says, no, let's not do it that way. 1 match, traditional, I'll be the baby face, Shawn is the heel, and, I'll go over. Mm-hmm. Which is like, Shawn Michaels, instead of dragging this out and making more money, because this thing would make money every single time, Hulk Hogan wants to cut it at 1. So Shawn Michaels takes that a bit offensively, like, brother, why do you not want to work with me? Like, let's make some money off of this. But Hogan doesn't want to do it for whatever reason. So Shawn decides, okay, there's a way I can do this here. And Vince goes to Shawn and says, listen, I want you to cut a promo on Hogan and be heel like you were in 98 or in the 90s. And Shawn says, Vince, if I was going to do that like I was in the 90s, I would tear Hulk Hogan apart. Just the way that I would do it. And Vince said, that's fine. That's fine. Tear him up if you have to. So Shawn Michaels does this Larry King skit where it's not really Larry King, but he goes out dressed as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And does the whole geriatric brother, can't hear you, brother, and talks about how Hulk Hogan screws people over and, doesn't want to put anybody over, and he's old, and he's all these things. Shawn Michaels is so much faster and does all these different things, and it pissed Hulk Hogan off. So now we have 2 guys that really don't even want to work together having to do this big SummerSlam match together, and that's really what led into this.
All right, I appreciate your point of view on this. I don't know if you're 100% correct, and let me counter a little bit here, and this is where we're going to start. Aaron and I will probably battle throughout this entire episode, so y'all better strap in and get ready. Hogan says, and this was according to Talk Sport, in the interview with him, he said,
reliable source, John.
I'm just going to put it's an interview,
Talk
so
Sport.
I'm just saying, if you really go behind the scenes on Shawn Michaels' thing, I just sat back. I mean, this is Vince's show, Vince's thing. And when we went to the dressing room, Vince came in and said, okay, I want Hogan to go over, no big deal. And those were Vince's wishes. If he had told me to take the super kick and do the 1, 2, 3, even though everybody says I've never done a job, if you go back and look at my career, I've pretty much lost more matches in the last 15 years of my career than I've won trying to get guys over, from Triple H to The Undertaker to The Rock, you name it. I'm trying to help these guys. So, when Vince wanted Shawn to do the job, we went out and had the match, and everybody said, oh, Shawn oversold, and he was making fun of you. If Shawn was really doing that, you'd have to ask him, because I've seen him go take the turnbuckle. He jumps on the bottom rope and does the triple flip, which is, okay, whatever, and he's done it several times, not just with me. But what really happened, the reason it didn't go any longer was because I shut it down. Because the next day, and here's the reason, you asked what the reason was, Hogan says the reason he shut down, and it was supposed to be a 3-match thing where Hogan won first, Shawn would get pissed, do the promo, say that he said he's never going to lose to Hogan again, and beat him the next match, and then they'd have the rubber match in the cage. That was originally what was scheduled. But Hogan says what really happened, the reason it didn't go any longer was because I shut it down, because the next day I was expecting to, return the favor, and then, okay, now you beat me and I beat you, and let's build to the third match, then go to the cage and keep it going. Because he was such a great worker, I thought we were going to have a great run. But it could be my fault, or maybe I had my feelings too much involved. But I thought the interview was going to be acting out a Shawn Michaels promo. What I got to give it to Hogan. He was better than me on that one night, but it'll never happen again. You know what? I'm quicker and then faster than him. He just had that moment. He had the crowd with him. He had the momentum, but it'll never happen again. I'm asking you, Hulk Hogan, for another match. Hogan continues, I thought this was going to be the business interview, but when he came out, and Shawn said sarcastically, ooh, he was too fast, he was too young, that really pissed me off. So I think that's where the situation is. And he came out and he did this, and Shawn did come out. And Shawn was like, oh, it hurts me to have to admit this last night was Hogan was the better man, but you had to be there to appreciate it. It was amazing. It was incredible. He was cat-like. He was agile. He was nimble. It was such a dick promo to cut on one of the legends, who that guy wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. He had a catch-and-can style, the Heartbreak Kid. He'd be wrestling in high school gyms if it wasn't for Hogan. I mean, his ring prowess was in so many ways on so many. So anyway, Shawn Michaels does all this whole promo completely making fun of Hogan, which apparently that's what pissed Hogan off more than anything else, is why they didn't continue the situation going forward. So yeah, Hogan backed out. Michael said this to in the UK a few years ago. He said, we were going to do a best of 3, and in the last minute, Hogan backed out. So that day, and I will admit this, I poked the bear all day. This is Shawn admitting his actual words. He said, I already knew what I was going to do. I was going to go out there and do business, but I was going to make him earn it, just to be a pain in the butt all day. And that was something I did just for my own enjoyment. It wasn't right. It wasn't professional. But then Bruce Pritchard chiming in on a Shawn Michaels DVD, he says, Shawn was ready to do business. He was there to do business, but Hulk is who he is because of the way he does business. So there's certainly a lot of different points of views on this, Aaron. If you're a Hulk Hogan fan, there's enough to defend. If you're a Shawn Michaels fan, there's enough to defend. But always in the middle somewhere is the actual truth of it. So you are very biased towards Hogan in this situation. I'm biased against Shawn Michaels in this situation. So what do you think about Hogan's words and what you heard from Pritchard and then Shawn admitting just a few years ago in the UK?
Whatever, brother. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, because also in that same Shawn Michaels DVD, same one, when before he cut the Larry King promo, Vince was like, he went to Vince and he said, Shawn Michaels goes to Vince and is like, are you sure Hulk's going to be okay with me cutting a promo like this? And Vince said, yeah, Terry's business. He'll do the business. And then it turns out he fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't really help you out any. But the thing is, wait till we talk about WrestleMania 9 also, when Hulk Hogan screwed over Bret the Hitman Hart. You want to talk about something that's even worse than this. But
another one of your favorites.
But I digress. My total favorite. But
that's right.
But it's like this, man. If you're not willing to do business the way that it was laid out to make some money, and Shawn Michaels wants to be a pesky little jerk off, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I totally understand why he did it.
I love how you hate dick behavior in other people, but you like dick behavior in your heroes. You're okay with it.
Because
you're a little biased.
Because it's Hulk Hogan. Because it's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm not a journalist. I could be biased. I'm not CNN fake news, brother. Like I'm not that kind of guy. Like,
how dare you?
Well, I'm not saying that CNN is fake news.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Fair
enough.
enough.
Shitty. They're all shitty,
but they all want clicks. Shawn did say that it was an honor to be in the ring with Hogan, and no matter how people feel about him today, Hogan will always be the biggest name in the history of the industry. He said Shawn then compared his SummerSlam selling to the selling moves of Dolph Ziggler and said no one makes the comparison to how similar their selling is. Ziggler has been he consistently sold that way his whole life, whereas Shawn did it for one match. I've never seen Shawn sell like this, man. I don't know how people are comparing it to anything. There's a reason it sticks out in my mind. I've watched wrestling for over 30 years, man. There's a reason it sticks out in my mind. So it's just, I don't know. All right. Anyway.
Well, if you watch the SummerSlam match a few years ago between Dolph Ziggler and Goldberg, it is very similar in the way that Dolph Ziggler sells. But Ziggler sells like that spear like he got hit by a bus. And it actually looks pretty real. So I'm going to have to disagree with Shawn on that one. I think that Ziggler is well within his right the way that he sells things.
The article does go on to say this is from sportskita.com. It said it may be possible that Shawn,
for God's sake, John, Sportskita.
I would take it with a grain of salt. As Shawn also claimed during his Dublin show that he didn't fake the injury that caused him to pull out of WrestleMania 13 and his planned loss to Bret Hart.
That's a lie. That's a total lie. That's bullshit.
Shawn said that. So
that's a complete lie. He definitely did because he did not want to drop that title to Bret Hart.
Right. And that's the point of this whole thing is I think both of these gentlemen go into business for themselves. They're just mad that one got the okay to go in business for himself over the other. I bet you if Hulk Hogan had oversold the way Shawn Michaels does in this match, and we'll get into the match quickly, Shawn would have been super pissed about it too. Shawn would have been upset about it. Shawn's fans would have gone crazy for it because it does. When you oversell like that, you're basically saying this other guy is a clown and I'm just doing this to make it seem like he's so powerful. It is an insult. And Hogan is very circumspect and magnanimous to try to say like he didn't think Shawn was overselling. But you know, age changes you and you look back on things. And I think Hogan did say, maybe it's my fault. Maybe my feelings got involved in this. That's as close as you're going to get from Hogan to him admitting that he was wrong, you know, it's not easy to do.
I was in my feelings, dude. Come on. It's a little early for 05. That sounds like a 2018 statement. I was in my feelings.
Oh, I was in my feelings.
In my feelings on that one. But all right, so you got the link in the chat there. So guys, pull it up. We're going to do a little 3, 2, 1 play. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, then we're going to hit play, and then we're going to get into it.
All right, let's do it.
So, all right, I'm going to give everybody a few seconds to get pulled up there. RIP Chadwick Boseman, I know, kind of slid that in there.
Oh, man, don't slide that in there. It was heartbreaking.
So it's terrible, awful. Cliff Robinson today as well. It's just it's like never ending. Yeah. God, it's never ending. 2020 really sucks.
Let me put it that way. Let me put the link in there one more time. Here's the link.
Okay.
So we'll give you about 10 more seconds to go to that link. Justin Toner has it ready on the WWE Network. You might be behind us, man, but maybe. We're starting with we've got the Daily Motion link. That's the one we're using because not everybody has the WWE Network. I do, but not everybody watching us might have it. So we wanted people to follow along with us with these links. Are we starting with the promos or no?
Yeah, we're just going to start from right where the video starts. So
okay. It's a 37-minute video. So get ready, everybody.
Yeah. So we're going to go in 3, 2.
Hold on. Where am I?
Okay. Sorry.
I gotta find it. Sorry, man. Where is it? Stream. God damn it. Where did I put it? Did I get out of it? Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm ready. All right.
Okay. All right, guys. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh.
So we're hearing the great music of Seether.
So you say.
No, it is Seether. I love Seether.
So great music is what I'm taking on board with. But yeah.
Remedy is the song from a great album. The graphic work in 05 is not as good as it is these days. I think I could have made a better thumbnail.
Oh.
But here we are. The Holy Heartbreak Kid. He's so
he
good
asked for Hogan to come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's so good at being a weasel as Shawn Michaels. I got to give him that.
So Hogan had done the retirement ceremony.
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. In the Hall of Fame. He sells so well, Shawn does, man. You can't deny that.
Such a bastard smile.
But, you know, everyone talks about how much of a dick he was when it first started, when he was younger.
For sure. So. Sure. I'm going to go shut my door, so I'm going to disappear for a sec.
Look at him. I never thought they were, you know, it's weird. They're just too big separately to be together.
It's weird to see. Yeah, it is weird to see them in the ring together.
Right. It's like Savage and Hogan.
Yeah. It's like super jacked versus like small guy.
Yeah. I remember this. I watched this. I remember this. And I was the whole time, I'm like, he's going to I know he's going to do something. I've never trusted Shawn Michaels as a character.
Wham! It was a good one too.
It was a good super kick. It
good
was
selling by Hulk Hogan there.
Ironic that both Hogan and Flair, two icons, have been taken out by that super kick. One during WrestleMania, obviously one during this match at Raw.
A lot of people looking up at the lights after a super kick. That's for sure.
Yeah, true. And there was some truth to this, man.
Some truth? What are you talking about? Some truth?
Who? Do you remember who played Larry King? Was it Bruce Pritchard?
I don't think it was.
Okay. Living off a reputation 20 years ago. The NWO was not 20 years ago by the time they were doing this.
Little note, one of Brad Gilmore's favorite matches as well.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, love the dude.
Yeah.
And then my video froze. Great. There it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. He's here for us. Shawn Michaels only here for himself.
Okay. How many house shows did Hulk Hogan make back in the day?
I don't know. I saw a few of them, though.
Me too.
I went to the Capitol Center and saw him in a house show. It was great.
I saw a Shawn Michaels match one time where he was wrestling Mr. Perfect at a house show and spit his gum in the crowd. Shawn Michaels did, and I saw people fight over it. You can't touch me, says Shawn Michaels. Not wrong.
This is a great promo, dude.
It is. It's a good one.
You love
the damn good one,
man.
If this was not 05 and this was like, I don't know, 99,
yeah,
I would be so much more into this match. It would be way more interesting. That's for sure.
Here we go, man. This is I'm so excited. Look at the delay. The delay is smart too. Like, who's going to come out first?
Yeah, whose ego will allow them to come out first?
Yeah, right. What if they were fighting behind the scenes?
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Vince has to come in and go, Shawn, you're going out first. Shut up and get in the gorilla position.
There we go.
Now, where are you at right now? Are you ahead or behind?
I don't know. I'm at
441.
Okay, I'm about 3 seconds behind you. I'll get caught up.
Okay. Here, I'll pause it for 3 seconds.
Okay. Shawn Michaels.
Where are you at now?
I need Shawn Michaels is on the ramp. He is now praying.
Yes.
And I need you, and then fireworks.
Yeah.
God, man. This is Shawn Michaels reborn. Love the gear.
Yeah. HBK
you could
sucks.
argue. Yeah, good spelling, jackass. You could argue.
What is this? What is this outfit, Aaron? What is it?
It's like the peacock.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lillian Garcia wearing the schoolgirl outfit. Got to respect it.
Fun fact, I used to do this all the time. This Shawn Michaels pose that he does here, and I was the only one of my friends that could do it.
You could do that stretch?
I can still do it.
Respect, Aaron Turner.
I can still do it. My fat ass can still do that.
I appreciate it. Lillian looking at him a little thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I thought earlier too when I was watching this.
I respect that.
Got a lot of signs. You got HBK rules, Hulkamania.
Yeah.
A very
we never hear
divided
much
crowd.
about Lillian, though, do we? Like behind the scenes or anything. You probably imagine like a bunch of dudes were hitting on Lillian. Because she was married, right?
Yeah, she is married. I hear nothing. I've never heard a bad word about Lillian Garcia in my entire life.
Like any backstage bullshit, nothing.
She has a great podcast. If you haven't listened to it, she interviews a lot of. She interviews a lot of women, a lot of female wrestlers, but yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that's great.
She does a great job.
Dude, is Hulkamania the best logo ever? Or is the Rock or the skull for Austin?
That's a tough call. It might be the skull. It might be that smoking skull or the Brahma Bull.
What about NWO? What about NWO?
Well, that's a great logo too. DX.
DX. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh, is that his family?
Talk about thirsty. No, that is not his family.
I just said hello. That's all I said was hello.
That's all you had to say.
Crowd. That's all I'm saying.
It's Washington, D.C., man.
That's right. Respect. That's my hometown.
The home of the Velveteen Dream. Let's not talk about it.
Right Why? What is wrong with you today? Why are you doing that?
Velveteen Dream.
Must be the looking. Oh, I love this Daily Motion because it keeps the theme, man. Sometimes you don't know what theme you're gonna get with some of the WWE Network stuff, and it hurts inside.
One of my good friends, Jordan, came out to this to his wedding.
Oh, she would never let me do it, but I would do it in a heartbeat
with the feather boa and everything.
Yes, I did enjoy this version of the Hulkamania shirt with his face and the beard or the mustache on it. I dug that version. I never did. You know, in all my history, I've never bought a Hulkamania shirt.
Really?
I don't know why.
Surprising.
America, son. America.
Like Shawn Michaels isn't American or anything.
He's the real
That's
American.
the biggest American flag I've ever seen.
Salute, son.
He's not John Cena.
Come
Stop
on.
it.
You did it way better than John Cena ever did, please.
But it's like here's the American flag, like Shawn Michaels isn't from Texas.
Nah, Texas tried to secede. I'm just gonna let you go with that.
Are we gonna say that Texas is not, Shawn Michaels doing the burial shovel? Is Texas more American than Florida, Hulk? Probably so.
I don't know. Hogan is not from Florida originally, though, man.
Yes, he is.
He's from California originally.
Oh, whatever. He's from Florida.
He's
from Tampa.
Look at those signs, dude. I mean, the people, 2005, man. You can't say he's living off a reputation. That reputation, people still love him. So it's still a topical reputation. It's not a nostalgic reputation. People love him.
People still want to see him. And I totally dig that. I totally understand that. I wanted to see him back in 05 too. People
if he could wrestle one more match, people would show up in droves, especially if it was in Canada. Oh my God.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because when I saw him at Raw, the Raw where they had the thing for Mean Gene Okerlund, people were not digging it. Like they were not digging him.
Right on the heels of, of course, him saying the terrible things he said and what have you. And I get it. I totally get it. I've just never known him to do anything overtly racist. But then again, his apology was kind of clumsy. So the New Day rightfully called his ass out about it. I'm never going to not call that as I see it, just because I love him as much as I do. And look, he looks better than Flair did at 50. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah. But Shawn Michaels in 08 or 05, 08, whatever. I'll take Shawn Michaels all day long when he says, "You can't touch me" to Hulk Hogan. I 100% agree.
We got the Coachman.
Coach and JR. And I think the King too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels undefeated at SummerSlam, as is Hulk.
Wow. I didn't know that.
But we all know Mr. SummerSlam is Bret Hart. Come on.
Is that Mike Chioda?
I can't tell.
I feel like
that is Mike Chioda, no longer with the company.
Oh yeah, where is he at now? AEW?
He refereed a couple matches for AEW, but I don't think he has a contract.
Okay. I mean, if Hebner has a contract, I feel like Chioda should have a contract, for God's sake.
I don't know if Hebner has an AEW contract.
Oh, he isn't? Okay.
He's done a couple matches, but he might just be a per diem kind of thing.
Jesus.
Which I'm sure his per diem is way more than my per diem, that's for sure.
Now, Hogan he left the trunks behind when he switched over to NWO.
I think it probably had to do with knee surgeries or something. I would say like he wants to show those scars or something.
Yeah, that's
I always like that. Hulk Hogan got a lot of his mannerisms and style from superstar Billy Graham.
Yes,
and
he did.
Superstar Billy Graham wore the tie-dye
Yes,
pants. So I think it was more of an homage to him as well. So
Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham, daddy.
Let me tell you about Hulk Hogan, daddy.
If you don't know who Superstar Billy Graham is, I'd Google it, I guess.
Get an education.
What's wrong with you?
I said, no, that's not overselling. You know, we've seen people do that. You know, Hulk, The Rock has done that. Stone Cold, not Stone Cold, but The Rock has done that. You know, The Rock, you could accuse The Rock at times of overselling. But it worked.
Yeah, but
it worked.
Yeah, the way he sold Stone Cold Stunners were so good.
Oh, was so good.
And I don't feel like it took anything away from the stunner when he did it. See, it like the way he's doing it right now, he's not really overselling.
No,
right
he's
now.
not. No. But you can tell Hogan already doesn't know what to expect from Shawn.
Yeah, which is understandable because I don't think a lot of people knew what to expect from Shawn.
And to be honest with you, listen, you can't take this away from Shawn. Shawn is an intelligent person in the ring. Like, he can be working on a number of levels, and he's smart enough to vacillate between those levels as he's messing with you mentally. And yes, I know everyone could be like, oh, these matches are talked about ahead of time. Of course they are. But what isn't talked about ahead of time all the time is like what faces he's making, what emotional storylines he's trying to tell. And you can tell there's a frustration and an anger already from the beginning.
Yes. And it's just at what point is Shawn Michaels going to take it off, or at what point does this go away?
Right.
Interesting that Hulk still has the bandana on too. Was that see, here we go.
See. But look, it's overselling, but he covers it with the frustration, like the anger that it's like he's getting caught.
Yeah.
Like this. Which I think is great. It's good that's how you, if you're gonna oversell, that's how you cover it, you know.
But once he gets to the ropes and starts flying off, that's when we go south.
I agree. He's in great shape, man. He's in fantastic shape.
It was funny that so he was on Raw a couple weeks ago doing the whole Randy Orton thing, Shawn Michaels was, and somebody put up a picture of him currently and the old guy that was shoveling snow in Home Alone, and they look the same, dude. It's horrifying. He looks like that guy.
Really? Does he have the beard and everything now?
Oh yeah.
What? I haven't seen him with the beard.
Oh God, I'll have to send you that meme. It's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
See, so he's delivering. So sometimes you can remember this match and think, oh, this is like an oversell from the beginning, but it isn't. Shawn is getting in some really good flare chops to his to Hogan's chest. Oh,
the thing, and Hogan blades at one point in this match, and I just thought, why?
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Look at the fucking.
Yeah, it becomes a little. But Hogan rolling with it, right? Hogan's rolling.
Yeah, because he's like, well, Shawn does this to everybody.
Yeah. I wonder how much communication they had throughout this whole thing. Like, because, wrestlers talk to do. Yeah, that's
a bit much.
Yeah. Wrestlers talk about, like, during the match, calling spots and reversals and what have you. Look, damn. Just when you think it's going to get too far, he throws that eye in the eye gouge.
What the hell was that?
I think he spit at it. Oof.
Got to watch the open fist, or got to watch the closed fist there. Got to keep it open. It's illegal.
It's
the way that Shawn's moving in the ring is just. I don't know how this guy had a back injury, like a serious back. It's really bad, but I don't know how this guy had a serious back injury, took like 5 years off, came back, and is arguably better than ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just be frank here. In 2000,
when are we not frank here, Aaron?
In 2005,
yeah.
Does Shawn Michaels need a rub from Hulk Hogan? In no way, shape, or form does he even need it. And why in the world is Hulk Hogan beating Shawn Michaels in 2005? Why is it happening?
When does he beat Triple H? What, 2012 or 12?
No, that's like the same year.
No. For
Yeah,
the
he beats-
title?
Yes.
I'm looking that up right now. I don't think you're right on that.
It might have been earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Somebody will correct me if not, but okay, that was a Dolph Ziggler spot. I'll give him that. That was very Dolph Ziggler-esque. 2002 says J-Dog.
2002. So yeah. Wow, 3 years late. This is 3 years late.
What the hell?
That's fair. That's fair. I was not 100%. Like, I loved it when he beat Triple H for the title, but it was Undertaker had to help it happen. So
Triple H
straight up
had so much momentum. I couldn't believe that he lost to him either, because he had just come back. He had just won the title.
Right.
And we're gonna lose this old guy. No offense, but it's just like, come on.
But Triple H wanted to do the business with to Hogan, because I mean,
yes, he did.
Guys revere Hogan. Some of these guys revere Hogan. So
yeah, that is true. You're
like
right
Edge.
about Triple H. He did.
Yeah, like Edge winning the tag team titles with Hogan.
Oh, it was like the biggest thrill of his life.
Right. He talks about that. It's like playing the Outlaw. So some people, it's their biggest thrill of it. I'm just joking.
Oh, is it?
Just joking. Oh, see, that's a bitch slap, man. That is oh my God. I forgot.
Bitch slap for a bitch, to quote Ari Gold.
How dare you slap twice like that? Who do you think you are, you little
How many chops are going to throw in this match? How many we got to throw here, guys?
You barely somebody. How dare you?
All right. Time currently, if you're following along on the Daily Motion video, I'm at 18, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're not on the WWE Network. Just if you're just joining us, go in the chat and find the link to the video. And
the link is in the video. I mean, in the chat twice. It's the Daily Motion link.
18:30 just now. 31, 32, 33. Back when the announce tables were at the ring. Hey, look out now.
Oh, I got to be honest with you. There's not as much overselling that I had thought to this point of the match.
You're welcome.
And by the way, this is a long one, Aaron. I mean, like Hogan at 50 is having a long ass match with one of the most in shape guys.
J-Dog says more chops than a Golden Corral. I would agree. I would agree with you.
Jay.
I like that. That's good.
Oh.
A bit much. A bit much on that, too.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been thrown into a steel pole.
You never been thrown into a steel pole with your hands in front of it?
How dare you? How dare you? There's the old man gut. There's the old man Hogan gut coming out a little bit.
Spoilers for Schmodown Spectacular. That's what happens this year. You get thrown into a steel pole. Andrew Guy spears you one year. Next year you get thrown into a pole.
Never speared me again. I'm never allowing anybody to spear me again. Oh.
Is this where you get? No, this isn't where he gets bloody, I don't think.
I think this is where he blades, right?
I don't think so. I think it's when he's punching him in the corner.
By the way,
God, he looks like my grandpa. Seriously,
who does?
Hogan. He looks like my grandpa just there.
Don't say he's your grandpa.
That's what he looked like.
Come on.
God bless him.
He's got male pattern baldness. It's not his fault.
Well, it's his dad's fault then.
2 ring post shots, man, and then
here we go.
Yeah, this has to be where the blading happens.
Well, Shawn Michaels is left-handed, so that would make sense. Do you like the coach on commentary? I always kind of did like him.
Did or didn't?
I did.
Yeah, I don't mind coach on commentary. I hate it when he show up on ESPN though, because I'm
really.
Like,
I liked him on ESPN.
You shouldn't be talking about real sports, dog.
Oh my God.
Nope. But I do like Charlie on there. Charlie.
No, I bet you, yeah. Okay. All right.
I think she does a good job, actually.
Goodbye, Renee Young.
Yeah. But we'll see where she ends up.
She can do whatever she wants. I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah. So look, we're at what, 20? We're on look, I mean, even Shawn's not overselling being pushed off. So There are a couple of moments, but so far it's not extreme, you know?
I meant to point it out earlier, but there's a point like early on in the match where Hogan is definitely gassed. There's one instance where he's gassed, but it's like Shawn Michaels could go all day, all night,
right?
Twice on Sunday, and I'm not sure that in 05 that Hulk Hogan has that.
Right.
HBK.
There it is.
Oh yeah, of course you got to.
Now, where did he do that? When Kyoto pulled
it might have been Shawn that did it for him.
Oh wow,
he got him good.
Do you think Vince was like, "God damn it, blood"? I said no blood.
J-Dog says HBK flopped more times than Jessica Simpson's film career. Easy now. Easy now, J-Dog. That was an easy target.
Come on, J-Dog.
She's
a billionaire, J-Dog.
Yeah, that's true. Justin Petrie says, how about Todd Grisham? I always like Todd Grisham as a behind-the-scenes guy more than a commentator. I liked what he did with The Rock.
Yeah.
But then The Rock can make anybody, so.
True. The Rock and the Coach were perfect
so good
together. Coach was willing to be the butt of all of Rock's jokes. I mean, when he starts making him dance and then kicks him in the ass, that's one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Yeah, get out of here. Did you get any
This is not a bad match, Aaron, by the way. This is a damn good match. Damn good paper.
I wouldn't say that, but okay. Look, what the hell was that? He just walked into it.
He's tired, dude. He's bladed. He's got blood in his eyes. He's tired.
Yet he still goes over. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. You didn't mind when Flair was getting over at his 60s. This goes to show you. Is Jerry's on this as well, right?
Yeah. 3-man booth here.
Oh,
I'm looking up something real quick. So let's see.
Let me school you on something from my
here we go.
Dan Panosian, who's a comic book artist and writer, and avid weightlifter. Men don't lose their strength until their mid-50s. There's such a thing as old man strength. This idea that Hogan couldn't go over on Shawn is ridiculous. And this premise of yours, Aaron, is ridiculous. Hulk Hogan.
What premise? I never said he wasn't strong.
It's ridiculous that he could go over on Shawn in his 50s, and it's not ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous.
Could have easily thrown Shawn through a brick wall.
It is ridiculous
because Shawn weighs about 2 pounds, and Hogan is strong as fuck, and he's always been strong as fuck.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he is. I've shook the dude's hand before. I know.
Just saying. Need I remind you, George Foreman won the heavyweight title at 48 years old. Need I remind you?
You don't have to convince me that Hulk Hogan is a strong guy, but is he the same caliber of athlete as Shawn Michaels? Hell no, son.
Yeah, you don't have to be the same. It's wrestling.
I will disagree with you there, but okay.
Look at Chris Masters. Come on. Oh, is Masters still around, by the way?
I think he still does indie stuff.
Okay. I don't know if he passed away.
I'm not gonna hate on Chris Masters because one time a tree had fallen on his mom's house.
Oh my God.
And they couldn't get her out, and he went over to her house and lifted the tree off with his bare fucking hands.
Holy shit.
So Chris Masters always has my respect for that.
I respect that too. Oh, dude, I've never.
There it is, buddy.
I'll ever be able to do that in my life. I always am amazed that people have the strength to do that. The fucking jump up like that. Oh,
he's got to be one of the best that does it for sure.
Yeah, he's incredible when he does it. You got to have some incredible core strength to do it.
Charlotte Flair does it.
Yeah,
these days see her do it a lot. Io Shirai.
Did he just? Oh my God! He just noticed he has blood on his face. I love it.
It makes him Hulk up.
Is anybody else getting COVID issues with this?
Oh Jesus! Oh no!
Mike Chioda.
Whoop!
Mike Chioda knocked out. Oh, what are they chanting? USA.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
there we go again. Never gets old.
yeah,
My
Coach
God,
does
that
great on
man.
commentary. I'm not going to deny that. I like Coach on commentary. Oh, he was healing it up right now, wasn't he? Around this
Totally.
time.
He says, I'm not going to do it for you again. Sorry. And Shawn about to put on an ugly ass sharpshooter, I think.
Is this his shot at Bret Hart?
Why can nobody do the sharpshooter correctly except for Bret and Owen? That's awful.
Yeah, it is a pretty bad sharpshooter. Then again, I mean, Hogan's legs are tree trunks, dude.
Yeah, but not even Natty can do it right. Oh, we got another ref in there. Chad Patton. Look how terrible that is. Like, you're not even putting any pressure on him at all. It's so bad.
You can't actually injure him.
Oh, stop it.
I'm just saying you could have actually injured him.
Yes, of course, and Sting. I'm sorry. But that's a Scorpion Deathlock, not a sharpshooter. It's different.
I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
I
think it's Daddy Don't Leave Me.
Mishmash.
Don't leave us. Daddy Don't Leave Us hold. That's a Daddy Don't Leave Us hold.
It's a mishmash of I need to rest. Here's a rest hold.
By the way, if you hit the mat, that's a tap. Last I checked.
No. He's not when you're going through momentum.
Yeah, I never understand when you're allowed to tap, like hit the mat. I'm like, that's a tap. You know.
Star Drew said in the chat that The Rock did a good sharpshooter, and I will 100% disagree.
Oh,
but if that's what you think, then that's okay. I will disagree. The thing about Sting when he did it though that was great is when Sting would do it, he'd have like his one arm underneath and he would like motion for the crowd, like, come on, like get into this. That was pretty cool. Oh, and now goes Chad Patton.
Aaron, we lost another referee. Aaron, we've lost another referee. This is so great. This is actually not a bad fucking match. I'm actually enjoying this, Aaron.
This is some WCW bullshit. We're just gonna
stop it.
Ref bump after ref bump after ref bump.
Oh, he's hulking up good. It's hulking up.
His knee actually hurting him.
See, I thought Shawn was going to win it because I thought, okay, I remember because I watched this pay per view and I remember I was like, Shawn's gonna. Hogan's gonna get the leg drop, get the 1, 2, 3, but none of the refs are gonna count it. Oh, the low blow, dog. The low blow. Oh.
Don't care who you are. That's always going to be a killer.
Nothing levels the playing field like a low blow, man.
Get the gimmick chair.
Is this thing no DQ? I forget.
No, the refs are down.
Oh, yeah.
Do some heel shit. EY Geekness does make a good point. He says, how about Cesaro's sharpshooter? Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
You're just biased, man, because you're a Bret Hart stan.
Yeah, but the way, like, even Natalya doesn't do a good sharpshooter. You know, she should know. Like, Owen and Bret do it the best. And Owen wasn't even that great at it, to be honest.
Wow. Strong statement. Oh,
look out.
Dude,
look out.
We are 30 minutes into this situation. This match is actually way better than I remember it being.
You're crazy. This match is awful. This is an awful match. And showstopper elbow.
It's done. Oh, the quiver. The quiver means it's over, dog. That's my favorite thing. We get that wrestling quiver kick. It's the best. Shawn, not an ounce of blood on his white fucking pants. Pretty incredible how you're able to put blood on that.
It's pretty impressive. You're right.
I don't know how you can do that. Also, dude, you must be sweating your nuts off to wrestling double leather, man. Oh. Tuning up the band.
Is there any better setup to a move?
Yeah, no.
Other than maybe like the middle fingers for the stunner, I guess, but bam!
Wow. I mean, the showstopper and the sweet chin music. And Hogan already in position to throw him off.
Yeah, position to throw him off. 1, 2, and not so much. Hulking up. Classic
Hogan up,
Hogan.
son. Just like, oh, you should have known it was coming, Shawn. You should have known it was coming. It's Hulk Hogan.
Shawn is so, God, he's such a ham in this match.
Oh, he's Hogan up now, son. Oh, you son of a bitch, you lousy son of a bitch. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Block. You.
You.
Boom. 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 Those are colossal shots, Aaron.
Oh, this is the best right here. And then let's just play to the crowd for a while.
Oh, well, it's got to get his energy back up, bro.
And nobody cares. Oh, okay, let me check again. Okay, people care.
He's got to get his energy back up.
Drink a bang.
I also think this is his way of fucking with Michaels for overselling it.
Oh, there it is. And he just gives him his leg. I love that too.
He taps him, though. He taps him on the stomach.
Yeah, he says,
thank
what
you, by the way. I know you missed that, but he tapped him on the stomach as a thank you. That's what a respectful wrestler
whatever.
does.
He tapped him on the stomach and said,
letting me go over on you.
He tapped him on the stomach and said, fuck you.
He probably did. No, I don't know. He probably did. Oversell me, you son of a bitch. Fuck you.
So good.
This was not a bad match, my man.
Yes, it was.
Sorry you feel different.
It's so bad. It's so bad the way that the ref bumps happen because we gotta stretch it. Oh, come on. This should have been 18 minutes and done.
The crowd loves it. The crowd loves it. That's how you do business.
Wrestling fans are stupid.
Business. Yep, a match we'll never forget.
What did Meltzer give this match? Good question, J-Dog. Let me see if I can find that.
Who the fuck cares what Meltzer? He blocked me on. I don't give a shit what he gave this match.
Why'd he block you?
Oh, because Ryan and I went at him way back when I was at Collider about something. Meltzer was being an idiot.
Huh.
Talk about a fossil. Talk about fucking Hogan being too old. So this was weird. If they were going to do the 3 matches for him to do the handshake here, right? Isn't it weird?
It is weird. This match got 3.5 stars.
Oh, great. Cool.
That's pretty good, actually. 3.5 out of 5. That's good.
A subjective point of view. This is what's like. Is this Shawn saying, like, I'm sorry I oversold it?
Chris Perkins says, get that man a stack or 2 energy drink. I see what you did there. And I actually saw a stack or 2 energy drink at the dollar store yesterday. And I was like, I didn't know they still made such a thing.
Get the reference? What is the reference? Meltzer support?
No, they used to do like stack or 2 all the time back in the day. Like that was their advertisement. Like stack or 2 presents WWE SummerSlam.
What is he saying? I wish I knew what he was saying, man.
He's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. I can't believe you did that. Thanks for overselling it.
I mean, I had to do that, dude. I gave you the victory.
Shawn's like, I'm going to the back. I'm going to get a Gatorade. I'm going to go pray or something. Sorry, dude. Here's your spotlight.
What is he saying? But people do weird shit to Hogan like this, man. Just like fucking Jeff Jarrett and Vince Russo, this kind of shit. I don't know why him being so big pisses off so many people. I don't get it. And look, he's giving him love. He's pointing, all that, giving him claps and stuff, trying to encourage the audience to give him love. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's him giving love to Shawn, man. As much as people hate Hogan, they ignore the good things that he does, the good moments that he does. Yes, he wants the victory. That's ego and desire and whatever. And he's a legend and he wants to go over. What the fuck do you care? You're going to come back and wrestle for the next 5 years. He isn't. So
that's why he shouldn't go over. It is Zach Woolley in the chat did mention that Hogan wrestled Randy Orton a year later. I think it was Randy Orton, or I think it's Hulk Hogan he's talking about, and Hulk Hogan beat him. So
that's right.
That's bullshit.
Randy's an idiot. Oh. Look at
God.
That. It's beautiful.
Hogan must pose.
Never gets old.
I can't hear it, brother. He says I can't hear it. got more.
You know what? You're just being mean. You're just being mean. Bret Hart
I can't hear you.
never reached these heights. Never, Bret Hart. Never even close. There's no one like Hogan. Not even Flair. There's no one. It doesn't mean
you're so wrong. You are so wrong. It's not even funny.
It's not. Doesn't mean they're not equals.
I didn't say they were equals.
Like
Ric Flair is timeless, where Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair has never had a blemish on his record at all. And Hulk Hogan,
what are you talking about?
Has anyone ever, said anything about Ric Flair, about him being this or that? Hell no. Ric Flair is the man.
Jericho said all the time how much
Ric Flair drip
he was to him. All
Chris Jericho was at the Sturgis concert. They had the Sturgis concert there.
Oof, yeah,
so what the hell?
Daily Motion.
Oh, that's me.
Sting versus Hogan. I don't want to watch that. It's a terrible match. Now that's a legitimately terrible match. I can't believe we've had no super chats or Streamlabs the entire time. All right, guys. I guess you just want to enjoy us just talking about it.
I can only bring so much star power to this show, John. God.
Literally, it's the first show that we've ever had no Streamlabs and no super chats. Maybe we shouldn't do these live watch-alongs.
Yeah, maybe it's all
What's that?
We just do what the people ask. The people ask for watch-alongs. We give it to you. We get no super chats. Maybe it's a Saturday and people are just out having a good time and they don't feel like spending their beer money to give us money. I don't know.
Beer money. Gramash says, I was enchanted with the banter. See,
God bless him for that.
Foley had issues with Flair, but yeah, people had plenty of issues with Flair over the years.
But not as much as Hogan.
Dusty Rhodes had issues with Flair. People had issues with Dusty Rhodes with how he booked certain matches. So
he's dead.
It's oh my God. Oh wow. It's almost always when you're at the top that people are mad because dude, once again, in a very small way in the Schmodown, the first 2 or 3 years, the fans and competitors felt that Christian was playing favorites with me, even though I was beating everybody they put me up against to get into the positions to fight for titles or vie for titles. They were like, oh, you're just playing favorites with Rocha. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I was beating I was supposed to beat. So there you go.
Well, I mean, he did kind of play favorites when the Patriots did beat Team Top 10 for the titles, and then he immediately gave you guys a rematch, which was some total bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
It should have never happened.
But we were still kind of at the beginnings of this thing, so it wasn't like there was a bunch of tag teams who were vying for the situation. And then we came back and beat a bunch of tag teams to get back in a position to play them a third time, and that went all to shit, for God's sake.
Okay, you know what we need to do now? We need to start a separate show where we go back in time and watch one classic Schmodown match and talk about it.
I'm not against that, to be honest with you.
I'm not what happened. And we'll get people on the show. We'll talk to Finstock or whoever, get the backstory on what happened. And we'll just a new show here. We'll call it Schmo Style.
Schmo
Style. We'll do that. We'll see if we get Christian's approval on that. No. See if that'll work.
I'm on it. We don't need Christian's approval. We're fine.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Sounds good. Well, are we still friends? Are we still friends?
Of course we're still friends.
Okay, good.
If for no other reason, man, this was not as bad as I thought. I guess I remembered it on my mind because of my bias towards Shawn Michaels, that he had done way more overselling than possible. Oh, we got ourselves a super chat. Thank you, Justin. Says your picks for who wins 4-way Iron Man match for the NXT title Tuesday on NXT. It's a good question. Also, what are your thoughts on Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman now? Thanks. I'll take the second question first. If you think I'm going to be surprised that Paul Heyman, to stay relevant, isn't grabbing on to another beast to try to be their advocate, I'm not surprised by that at all. Just like I wasn't surprised by the backdoor machinations he did against AJ Styles and the Gallows and Anderson. I'm not surprised by what Heyman does in the backstage area. As for the picks for the 4-way Iron Man match, who is it, Aaron, for the 4-way?
It is Finn Balor versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, baby. Because Karrion Kross had to had a shoulder injury and had to vacate the title.
That's just like the Sami Zayn situation, right? Or the
Sami Zayn's back.
Yeah, he is back. But the Finn Balor situation, remember Finn Balor won that title and then immediate injury and he was out for a while.
That was the Universal title, but
the Universal title. I guess I'll go Gargano. I'll go Gargano. What do you think?
I don't understand why Gargano and Ciampa are even in this match, but I'm going to go with Finn Balor because he's the only one to me that makes sense.
Okay.
Because Adam Cole just had the title for a long time.
Yeah.
And Gargano and Ciampa have had runs at the top. I love Adam Cole to death. He's probably my favorite wrestler today, but I will go with Finn Balor. And as far as the other thing, Paul Heyman loves Roman Reigns in real life. He's a big fan of his family and his heritage, the Anawahi family. So it makes sense that he would be a Paul Heyman guy, and I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah,
can't wait for it.
Someone said Taker versus Hogan on 2002 Judgment Day. Okay, I don't know what that means. Start Drew.
That is when Taker beat Hogan for the title.
Oh,
I don't know what that.
Okay, sure, so Hogan put Taker over. Okay, just want to make sure that
Hogan put Taker over in 2002.
I'm just saying.
Get out of here.
Just saying.
Get out of town.
Yes, the match with the podcast guy and Adam Cole happened. Yes.
And it was actually pretty good.
Ryan, everyone felt that Ryan Satin, our friend Ryan Satin with the Pro Wrestling Sheet, he thought it was a good match, and that seemed to be the feeling around this whole situation. Speaking of which, what's your thoughts quickly on the Ryan Satin Jim Cornette thing? Have you been watching this back and forth?
Oh my god, dude! Okay. So quick story. I got up early this morning and I went and gave my dogs a bath.
Oh, good.
And I came. Yeah, it's always good to have clean dogs.
Yes.
So I come back in and my phone is lit up. And I was like, "What is going on?" And I look at it, and I have an Android, so when I have somebody's name in my phone, it just shows their first initial, and it was an R. So I thought it was you. Oh, and I thought you were texting me. So because I have you as Rocha in my phone, and then I have Ryan as Ryan Satin, and it was Ryan. And he had texted me, and he said, "I know it's early in the morning, but I'm sorry for going after your boy Jim Cornette." Like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm not aware. I have to get caught up. I was out washing the dogs, and I got I got caught up on that. I'll take Team Satin over Team Cornette. Ryan's such a great guy.
Of course.
And gets so much bullshit from people for no reason. Yeah. And Jim Cornette is a guy that I love and followed for a long time, but I can't anymore. I just can't get down with it. So if you want some entertainment, you can go read them, as Ryan went hard at Jim Cornette, and Cornette came hard back. So it's whatever you want it to be, but it was entertaining for sure. So thank you to Ryan for giving me the heads up on that.
Absolutely. Erica got involved too. Yeah, Ryan's girlfriend got involved.
Oh, did she really? Oh,
yeah,
man,
because Cornette implied basically that Ryan isn't sleeping with anybody or something like that, and she's like, "Well, I can tell you that he's doing just fine in that department." So, shout out to her for getting involved. And the porn
awesome.
Rumor stuff came up, and Ryan went at him for cucking. Insane stuff. So either way. So anyway, that's the situation there. All right. Well, this was a fun watch along. Thank you to everybody who joined us. We had a really great time talking about this match, finally revisiting it, and we survived without hating each other for it. But I don't think either one of us changed the other person's mind about the other person's intention throughout the match and afterwards as well. Shawn would cut that promo the next night. It was pretty hardcore promo, destroying Hogan. And Hogan got pissed about it, and they didn't finish off this feud, and that was that. So maybe it was Vince's decision, maybe it was Hogan's decision, maybe it was Shawn's decision. Who knows? I think only Vince really knows. And then that was it. They never fought again, man.
Yeah, and it was not a moment too soon. I don't think we need to see this match anymore, ever again. Please, never, ever again.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, come on.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up there. We're over an hour. Oh, well over an hour. Thank you all so much for joining us on this lovely Saturday afternoon or evening or morning, whenever you're watching us. And if you're watching us after we've done it live, thank you for watching the show. But also, please leave a comment in the comment section and hit like on this video. The more likes and comments you leave, the more it raises this show and the visibility of the YouTube algorithm and puts it on the side to suggest to people who might be watching pro wrestling shows or pro wrestling commentary or what have you, or little videos about pro wrestling. to maybe click on it and take a chance on our show and come aboard and be part of the Strong Style crew. So appreciate that madly. Aaron, any final words, and where can they find you, my man?
So next week we're scheduled to have Scott Steiner versus Goldberg from Fall Brawl 2000, but we may have to do a change on that because we're having some construction here at the house. So we may have to, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll get back to you if anything changes, but that is the plan right now, is to do Scott Steiner versus Goldberg from Fall Brawl 2000. So stick in for that. Buy a t-shirt if you want. A couple hours left to do that and get it at a discounted rate. tpublic.com. It's in the chat. You can find it on my Twitter at only Aaron Turner.
It's also in the description of this video. If it's in the description
of this video, excellent. You can get a mask. You can show your support for the show, for Rocha, for myself, and so do that, and we will see you next time.
There you go. And you can follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram. And what Aaron said, absolutely. If you want to buy t-shirts or anything, we set up a shop. Any of you all who can do logos, if you want to send us some logos and see if maybe we want to use it for the Strong Style stuff, if it's good, if it's really good and we like it, we'll use it. Credit for it. So we'll play around with this. So if you have any designs you want to make based on us in the Strong Style, you can use the Outlaw, you can use Aaron Turner, whatever you want to do there. Please feel free to do so. And if like I said, if it passes muster, then we'll put it up on there and make it available for people to order it as a t-shirt or whatever. So we're always open to that. And so you can do that. The description is the link is in the chat for you to go get a t-shirt or whatever. You can also, if for those of you who are watching this, if you hopefully you figured out that we put the link in the chat for this match. So hopefully you've done that and watched it
for free.
All right. So follow me at The Rocha Says. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the likes, leave a comment, and share it on your social media as well. If you liked what we did here, the more you share it, it lets people know that you're a big fan of what we're doing here, and maybe they'll come aboard as well. All right. That's it for us, Aaron, and let's get on the hell out of here. Exactly. Put on your damn mask, and we'll see you next week for another live episode of Strong Style.